Hey guys, it's the day before the apocalypse, the day before New Zealand apparently shuts down for 2 months. So, it is a bit of a madhouse around here. But we need some lumber, just like everyone else, to do some DIY I suppose, over the next couple of weeks. So, picking up some of these posts. We're going to strengthen up a wall. So, that's it. G'day world, we're day 1 of the 4-week quarantine, and she's a miserable bloody day out there, but that's alright, there's plenty for us to do. So I'm just going to run through as a quick little update as to the tasks that we're going to be able to do during this week period here. So I've got some very temporary measure for that, because on days like this it's really noticeable that the rain just goes straight through. It's just not good. So my plan is to basically get a bit of plywood up underneath, probably the bit that's already there, and then I've got some expanding foam, fill it with expanding foam. It's some Gorilla Glue Pro stuff that's just gonna apparently be rainproof, waterproof and durable-ish. It's only temporary till we get the nation back up and running and we can get a quote to replace that whole bit of roof. In the meantime, this room we'll be able to use, hopefully, if there's enough of that stuff left over, just to fill in these gaps. You can sort of see some daylight through there and around the doors and stuff, but otherwise this is all on hold as well because we didn't get any building paper in time. We've got these 2 big old bags of pink backs donated to us, which was really helpful, so that'll be cool. Otherwise, yeah, pretty much most of the house worth of stuff just tucked away for now. But yeah, got a bunch of furniture to move, including a pool table, so that's all going to be fun. Hopefully cops don't stop us and pull us up for that. That's alright. So we've the room with all the stuff on it, we've washed all the walls with sugar soap and vacuumed it before we've moved our stuff in here. This room is ready to do the same. We'll just make this super temporary. You can see there's a few PowerPoints that have an X over it, dotted around the house. They just didn't work. So going to the switchboard, I was like, alright, okay. Basically found it was 1, 2, 3 porcelain fuses that are the culprits there, so we'll get, we'll see if I've got anything. Might be able to just fill those holes again temporarily till we can fully replace that switchboard. There is a little bit of electrical work I'm going to do, because basically from this half of the house here down is all rubber wire, which is not good stuff, so we're going to be looking at doing that and installing this oven here. The old one has this here, which is like a 40 amp switch for it, and metal conduit under there, which is cool and all, except this thing here draws about 7.5 kilowatts, which at 230 volts is... yeah, about that. Which is a bit too close, really. I mean, it would do, but again, just don't trust the rubber. So we're going to have to figure that out. The internet, that's going to be sorted hopefully the next 48 hours. We just plug the old modem in, that's fine. Got 1 PowerPoint up there for the rest of the kitchen pretty much, which kind of sucks. So and even then, that one doesn't have earth neutral continuity, so that's really cool. So we're just going to have to put some PowerPoints in here somewhere, but we'll figure that out once Emma decides where she wants them. Taking that thing out there as well, because that had basically started to strip down to the bare wires, and that's all fine. So we're going to be able to do those things hopefully in the next couple of weeks. We've got this vanity here. It's a little bit shorter and squatter to replace this one here. Thank you, Nana. She's basically purchased us that whole new one because of these cracks in here, and she hated this one, so she's got us a new one. So awesome. We'll take it, I guess. We've just got this wee shower curtain installed here. This little rubber thing, you just sort of twist it. It isn't great, but it'll do for now. And then in the bottom there, we've got this mat from 9 to 10. So that's all that, and hopefully in the next couple of days we'll get a little less rain and we're able to move this furniture and actually fully be in the lockdown in just the one house. It's a bit weird because we had a fixed term tenancy, so the landlords have said that, hey, no, if you want to move out a little earlier, that's all good with us, and we won't have to pay rent for that extra week. So that's what we're going to look at doing, because why would we bother paying rent if we don't have to, you know? So here's all the timber we've got, this stuff here and this stuff here. We've got 100 by 100, and I think this was 100 by 50 or, you know, something like that. So that'll be, because we've got our main earth stake here, and that's just swinging in the breeze. So that's fine, but yeah, I just hate that a lot of this house, you know, this just needs to be replaced. The bottom plate is completely rotted out. No Malfoy tape there previously whatsoever. So plan was originally, I don't know how dark this is, I'll just turn on a light. There we go. I should really stop using that switch. Yeah, had a quick look at the MyTech book for like building, and it said, well, in one diagram anyway, it said to sort of use these things, these B45s, B35s, and that. So I was looking at doing that on one side and then like bracing plywood on the other. I've since had a decent conversation with a friend of mine who's a LBP, licensed building practitioner, and he reckons that is well overkill. You just got to get some CPCs or some concealed purling cleats, basically top and bottom, and that's how they would normally do that. So we've got all of them upstairs now. Some bolts and square washers down there, so we'll dyno drill into this concrete and fix it up all properly. So yeah, because pretty much everything is closed, and there's no way in the next month or so that we're actually going to be here stomping around, and you know, I really don't want this to fall down on me while we are in here, so I'm just going to have to get in and get it done and see what happens after that. But yeah, so that's the jobs, well, most of them anyway. Fair bit to do, but you know, never a dull moment, so that's alright. At least the cameras are up and running. The cars have finally been moved. They were moved 2 days ago, I think it was. We could see on the cameras the guy coming and picking them up onto a truck and then taking them away. I'm not sure if that was after we called the council to get that done or not, but yeah, no, it's about time. So we can finally access our property. We weren't even able to really get in, and like getting that trailer with that lumber even to downstairs was a nightmare because you couldn't approach the garage, basically. It was shit. So, so they are my projects for the next few weeks. Yeah. Righto. You never really see this part of it, but just been cleaning all the walls down, and come to this corner here. You can see this paint sort of chipped and cracked and flaked, and I can cut myself on the shitty paint. But I'm dealing with sugar soap, which is one of the better shit, so yeah, that's annoying. Oh well. Wonder if cleaners do tailgates when they're cleaning anything. Oh well, better to glove up. Stay safe, kids.